What is up, divas? It is me, Apollo. Welcome back to another video. Guys, we did it. We did it. We actually hit over 100 subscribers. This is huge. We did it. I don't know. It's kind of whatever. No, I honestly love it. I really do. I feel like we're kind of like this elite sort of group, right? Right. It's like I'm talking, I'm yapping, and you guys are low enough to subscribe and like and comment, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful, and I'm so happy. I'm so happy. We finally did it. We hit 100, and guys, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, I definitely want to keep pushing. I want to keep pushing, period, obviously. But I just feel like we can't push too much, right? Because then at what point do we get to a point where we're like, this cannot be a, insider's edition? This is, I don't know, I kind of say what we have is, some kind of, one-on-one sort of intimate conversation type of thing. But no, I'm so happy. I'm so happy we did it. We made 100. We definitely need to do something to celebrate. So, I just gotta kind of think about what I'm gonna do. I might do a little cosplay, honestly, because the last cosplay I did was, honestly, it was really fucking funny.
Hello? Nobody, who it is? And now here I am, stuck like this. I got fix it. Lines in my cameo. Oh, my mustache is falling off again. Okay, yeah. Oh, my ears. Ah! I want to say what this looks like in natural lighting. Oh, okay. My neighbors are out. Okay. Girl, we worked hard on that mustache.
You guys, I wanted to come in here and, I don't know, have a serious conversation, right? Kind of just drifting away from what we've talked about recently. And I guess I don't know how it started. I guess I could start it by saying Song of the Week, Nothing Lasts Forever by Charlie XCX. It's got me thinking. It's got me thinking. And it's got me emotional. It's got me in my feelings. Because nothing lasts forever, I'm gonna die at some point, and it's will anything I've ever done or said, will it really matter? Will my life... It's a really dangerous kind of way to think about life, because you sort of get into a mindset of, then what is the point, What is the point in doing anything if it doesn't last forever? What is genuinely the point if I'm gonna die and none of it mattered in the first place? 90% of my life is consumed by my body, right? Body dysmorphia, eating disorder, and I think to myself, what does it matter? Does it even matter? I don't know when I'm gonna die, but when I do, I'm gonna rot. I'm gonna rot from the inside out. My body won't matter then. When I die, nobody will be focused on my body. But then again, it's yes, they will. If I die over a certain weight, I'm gonna be a lol cow. It's gonna be hee ha ha, it's gonna be a joke. I've noticed lately that when people go missing, there was this woman who went missing a while ago, and she was plus size, and everyone's reaction was, how did she go missing? Genuinely, how did she go missing? How can y'all not find her? And it was kind of just that whole jokey hee hee ha ha, but not giggling, it's not funny kind of moment. And it's even that, when you're gone, or when something really bad has happened to you, topic of conversation is, your weight, your sexuality, your race, your religion. And I think, like, okay, yeah, first of all, that is gross. But it's like, when I die, what are people gonna remember me by? Like, I don't want to be known as, like, what people are gonna call me as, like, fatty, you know? That's not nice. And it's not nice because being fat is not nice and it's ugly. It's not, it's really not. And, like, that's another sort of um confusion sort of conversation I have in my head and a lot is I think some of the most beautiful people in the world, like dead ass, like, are people that aren't skinny. You know, I don't know, like skinny people, I'm like, ew, whatever. Like, okay, like cute, yeah, period, skinny. But there is still something so beautiful about somebody being not skinny. You know what I mean? My type in guys is like 6 foot, like dad bod, like thick, gnarly, you know? And it's like, okay, my type is big. Like, I couldn't imagine dating a guy with no thighs. Like, I need to have humongous thighs. Like, and it's like, okay, everyone that I say that is not skinny, I'm like, wow, they're actually like fucking drop dead gorgeous. And I'm like, so why am I scared? Why am I scared? Why am I scared of how much I weigh? Like, why am I scared about how my body looks? And then it's like, it definitely stems from like the abusive family and kind of abusive environment that I grew up in, where topics of conversation was people's bodies, and like the main thing was like my sister's body, you know. My sister had half a tub of ice cream. Girl, when I tell you I bodied 3 tubs of ice cream before in one sitting, I'm being dead ass. The topic of conversation was, you ate half a tub of ice cream, like, okay, diabetes, you know, it was like your heart's gonna stop, you could die. And like this was daily for my sister, you know? This was daily. And she wasn't big. And it's like that was the topic of conversation in our house. So then it just kind of, it's like now where it's like, it's constantly on my mind. And I've suffered with an eating disorder for a while. Like, I don't know why we've went from nothing less forever, I'm gonna die soon, to talking about an eating disorder, but whatever. We'll work with it. And so, but I have this thing where I'll like not eat for a certain amount of time, and then I will find myself in a binging episode where I will binge and binge and binge, and then overall I just maintain the same weight, and I hate my body for it. And it's like I said, this is the one thing that takes up like 90% of my life, 90% of my brain. Like most of my insecurity is that. So what happens when I die? You know, like, will I be remembered for my body? And it's like, the right answer should be no, you won't be, but we live in the real world, like, that is what you're gonna be remembered by, you know? And that's sad, like, that's really sad, like, knowing that when you die, you could be remembered by your body, like, it's sick, it really is. But nobody cares because it's all projection. Because here's the thing, when we got the internet, we had a chance, right? We had a huge chance that we could do right things with the internet, but we didn't. We have built this thing where it's like, you need to be the most lethal, toxic, evil person you can be in the comments to get a viral comment. Because a viral comment is worth more than a viral video. And you're not going to get a viral video by sprouting fat phobia, homophobia, racism, things like that. But you can do it in the comments and get away with it. And we did that. We all collectively did that. And you can't, honestly, like, I feel like, yeah, a lot of us could be victims in the situation of people saying things in comments. But girl, when I tell you, none of us are innocent, none of us are innocent. The amount of times I've talked shit about people in the comments, and like not in like a degrading way, but kind of being like, there was a guy with a haircut that literally looked like you know, when you get the circle noodles in the tub and it's just like the round hard noodles, like it looks like that, and I'm in the comments like with everybody else being like, hee hee ha ha, like, and when in reality it's like it's not actually funny, like it's damaging what you're doing, and it's like we have done this ourselves, and it's like, okay, point B, like, I don't know, I'm just like so scared. I'm like, I haven't, first of all, lived. I'm 21, and it's like I've got nothing to show for it. You know, like I've got nothing to show for it. Like, if I die tomorrow, like, and as I'm dying, I'm gonna regret everything. And it's like, well, why don't you just live your life? I can't live my life when 90% of my life is consumed by insecurities and anxiety and fear. And it's like, well, make yourself uncomfortable. Girl, you can't just go out one day and decide, yeah, I'm gonna dance, make yourself uncomfortable, and then that's it, you're cured. No. It takes a long time. It takes a long time. You know, like I hate going to the gym, but I've been going to the gym and I still hate going to the gym because I'm so nerve wracked and so scared. And it's like, well, what are you scared of? I don't know. Okay, but like, this is my point. It's like, why am I going to the gym? Like, I'm gonna die at some point. Like, what is the point in working my whole entire life, paying all these fucking bills, saving up, insurance, and focusing on my body and watching movies, like, from the smallest fucking thing to the biggest thing, like, what is the actual fucking point? Because when we die, like, nothing happens afterwards, like, that's it, it's like blackout. And like, that's why I will always stand by the fact that I think people don't believe in God because they genuinely believe in God. I feel, and hey, I could be wrong in this, but you know, kind of based off my experiences and who I am as a person, I don't really have good sort of, you know, with religions. I got kind of, we kind of beefing, and it's like, is it that people find religion and kind of find something to idolize because it gives them hope, purpose, and meaning to their life? And like, yeah, of course it does, but like, how how can you find, right? You find God, and he gives you meaning and purpose to your life, that when you die you shall pass on to the great beyond and go into heaven. And it's like, y'all really just like believe it, and like you use that to dictate your life, which sends us into another conversation of right and wrong. Like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, does right and wrong even matter? Like, does it matter trying to be a good person? Because, you know, it takes more to be a good person than it does to be a shitty person. But it's like, what's the point in being a good person? Because I could genuinely just be an evil fucking person, not even work for anything, just take what I want and get to a point in my life where I want to be, but I would have done it in an evil way. And a lot of people will use that and argue that the only reason you don't do that is because you are still scared of the unknown. Like, what if there is a God, and what if there is a heaven, and what if I will be punished for my actions? Personally, I don't know, maybe it's because I have no ounce of me that even relatively believes there is a God. Maybe it is because of that that I am stuck in this mold of, does good and right even matter? Does this matter? Like, what is the purpose of life? Like, if if I die, it's blackout. Then what's the point in living all this? Like, shouldn't I just? And that's it. It's a dangerous thing. But obviously, you know, girl, I'm not suicidal. I'm not any of that stuff. And it's like, first of all, I just want to enjoy life. Second of all, like, I just want to live a meaningful life for myself. But it's like, what's the point? Because I'm gonna die. And like, okay, you'll be remembered, but for how long? You can go on a graveyard right now. You will find somebody that literally does not exist. They don't exist on the internet. They don't exist in people's minds because all of their past, all of their carried on family is dead. Their friends are dead. Like you don't know your great granddad. Nobody knows him. He's dead. No one's thinking about him. No one cares about him. Like, that is what we are all gonna end up as. And if that's the case, what's the point? Genuinely, what is the fucking point? Like, I don't know. I'm just so over it. And maybe I'm using that as an excuse not to do stuff, not to get to a certain place. But it's like all I ever want and wanted is to be in a certain place in life. But it's like, it's so hard to get to these places, and then it just makes you think, like, why am I putting in all the work? Like, I'm gonna die, and nobody's gonna fucking get in, nothing's gonna matter, so, like, none of this matters. And it's like I said, it's like the one thing that fucks me up the most, the one thing that makes me the most depressed daily is my body. Why am I not eating when I'm gonna die? Why am I starving myself when I'm gonna die? Why am I binging when I'm gonna die? Like, genuinely, you could say it about anything. Like, why did I smile at this person? Like, I'm gonna die. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. But, like, why did I not smile at them? I'm gonna... And it's like, you could say it about anything and everything. That's so fucking frustrating. And I'm just like... It's something. It's literally, like, you know how they say, like, you can't know, the answers to the universe because, like, brain-wise, you would not be able to fully fathom it and you would just explode from the inside. This mindset of gonna die, what does it matter, nothing matters, right and wrong, is it even right and wrong, like, all of that, it genuinely just makes me wanna like, okay, scary. So I don't know. Anyways, food for thought. This was food for thought. So, hope you guys enjoyed my video today. I'm probably gonna shoot another one out this week because this is kind of just food for thought, and I'm gonna do a really good video this week for you guys. That is kind of not this, because this is kind of like sleep deprived, wanna it all. So let me just food for thought. Like, that's what this is. Like, I wouldn't even class this as a video. Like, this is me walking past you on the street and being like, okay, I have a thought. The real stuff will come at the end of the week. Again, guys, we are at 100. You know what? As much as like I just want it all to go and I'm gonna die and all this shit. Guys, we made it to 100. This is huge for us. We made it to 100. Do y'all remember when we had like what, 25? Like, girl, we was nobody, and now we have 100. And I'm sure we have just over 100, and I'm so happy. I'm so proud of us. I'm not proud of me only because I'm like, okay, I made the videos, I posted the videos, I built these connections with people, but like the work is also you guys, and so I super duper ooper booper appreciate that. Yeah. So thank you for the over 100. Guys, we're literally famous. Like, all of us, we're famous together. Like, you know what? We're like the Pussycat Dolls, but there's 100 of us. That is the truth. So yeah, super happy, super lit, super litty. Thank you. We did it. I can't stop talking about it. I'm just so happy. I'm so proud of us. But yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys towards the end of the week with an actual video and not just food for thought. I actually cringe myself out. It's actually embarrassing. But in all deadass, like, thank you for the 100. Like, we fucking did it. We did it, besties. We did it. And again, at the end of this week, I got a good video coming. So, bye. Apollo out.